Greek history is full of fascinating myths and legendary stories. As the culture is dynamic, so are the people and the emperors who ruled. From Alexander the Great to Julius Caesar, today we will take a tour back in time and discover some of the most powerful emperors who have ever lived and how they left their mark on history. So buckle up and let's explore the great stories of Greek emperors. Alexander the Great was one of the most powerful rulers in history. He reigned for over 12 years and is considered one of the greatest military commanders. Alexander was born to King Philip II and his fourth wife, Olympias, in Macedonia in 356 BC. At age 20, he took command of the Macedonian army and led them on a 10-year conquest of the Persian Empire. He quickly conquered Greece, Egypt, and the Middle East, creating one of the largest empires in history. He was known for his bravery and tactical brilliance on the battlefield. He was also a masterful diplomat, having peaceful relations with many local leaders. His military success was due to his well-trained and loyal troops, who were given ample supplies and rewards. Alexander believed in the importance of educating his people and introducing Greek culture to many new areas that he conquered. He was deeply spiritual, believing himself to be a descendant of Heracles and an initiate in the mysteries. He also respected the gods, often visiting temples and performing sacrifices. He was said to have a great love for philosophy and literature, learning from the best teachers of his time. His legacy lives on today in countless memorials around the world. His ambition, strength, intelligence, and passion have made him one of history's greatest rulers, earning him the title the Great. His story will continue to inspire generations of leaders and remind us of the possibilities that exist when we strive to better ourselves. Alexander the Great is truly one of the most powerful emperors in history. Pericles was the most powerful and influential emperor of ancient Greece. He is remembered for his wise rule and innovative reforms that laid the foundations for democracy in ancient Athens. Pericles rose to power in 461 BC and reigned until he died in 429 BC. He implemented numerous social, political, economic, religious, and military reforms during his reign. Pericles was a visionary leader who greatly influenced the emergence of democracy in Greece. He believed in the importance of public participation and introduced laws allowing citizens to participate in government decisions. He also supported the construction of monumental buildings such as the Parthenon, which is still one of the most iconic landmarks in the world. He was a great orator and used his rhetorical abilities to win support from the citizens of Athens. He often described himself as the leader of an equal city, inspiring the people by emphasizing their right to freedom and self-determination. Pericles also established a strong navy, which allowed Athens to become the leading maritime power in the ancient world. He was a great leader and innovator who left an indelible mark on the history of Greece. He gave people a sense of belonging by introducing reforms that empowered them and showed them the importance of democracy. His innovative ideas, wise rule, and powerful rhetoric remain an inspiration for generations to come. King Leonidas. King Leonidas ruled in the 5th century BC and was one of the greatest and most powerful Greek rulers. He united the city-states of Greece under his leadership and formed what is known today as the Kingdom of Sparta. Leonidas had a great sense of justice and fairness, and his rule was so respected that even his enemies respected and feared him. In addition to being a great military leader, Leonidas is remembered for his fascinating life story. He was born into royalty but chose to lead an austere life, living in relative poverty while maintaining a sense of nobility and honor. Solon. Solon was an Athenian statesman and lawmaker, born in 638 BC. He is widely regarded as the most powerful emperor of the ancient Greek world due to his remarkable achievements during his reign. During Solon's rule, he established laws that brought economic reform and introduced social justice into Athens. His reforms included canceling debts, divisions between citizens based on their wealth, creating a proper legal system and court, establishing a new currency for Athens, reform in taxation, and religious reforms. He also set up an advisory council that had representatives from all classes. The most remarkable achievement of Solon was his efforts to unify the Greek city-states. He formed a common currency, the Attic weight system, and organized meetings between leaders of different city-states to discuss mutual disputes. His efforts helped to create a sense of unity among the Greeks and made them strong against their enemies. He is considered one of the most influential rulers in history due to his reforms and efforts to bring peace and prosperity to the ancient Greek world. He set a strong political foundation for Athens, which made it one of the most powerful city-states in Greece. Today he is remembered as a great leader and statesman who helped shape the destiny of Athens and all of Greece. Cleisthenes. Cleisthenes of Greece was among the most influential emperors in history. He is credited with transforming Athens into a great power and establishing democratic rule in Greece. He was born around 570 BC in Athens to a noble family. When he came to power, he set out to create a new government that would be more balanced, fair, and less corrupt than what had been seen before. To accomplish this, he developed a system of government called democratia. This allowed all citizens to participate in politics and govern themselves. He also initiated reforms which included the removal of slavery, a fairer redistribution of land, an overhaul of the taxation system, and a more equitable distribution of wealth. He also combined the 4 tribes of Attica into 10 new ones, allowing for greater decision-making representation. Cleisthenes is one of the fathers of democracy in Greece and throughout the world. Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar was one of the most powerful emperors in ancient Greece. He was born in 100 BC and ruled over the Roman Empire from 49 to 44 BC, becoming one of its greatest leaders. He was a brilliant military strategist who led many successful campaigns throughout his career, including wars against Gaul, Hispania, and Egypt. He also established many important political and social reforms that helped to improve the lives of the people living in the Roman Empire. Despite his many successes, however, Caesar was murdered by a group of senators who resented his power and influence. But even after his death, Caesar's legacy continues to influence modern politics and society. Today, he is remembered as one of ancient history's most important and influential leaders. So he was a truly powerful emperor who impacted how people lived and governed themselves in ancient Greece. He will always be remembered as one of the greatest leaders in history. The most powerful emperors of ancient Greece were some of the most influential leaders of their time. From Alexander the Great to Julius Caesar, these rulers played a major role in shaping Greek culture and politics as we know them today. Thanks for watching our video. We hope you have found it informative and helpful in learning more about this important historical period. If you enjoy this content, make sure to subscribe for more great videos like this one. And comment below if there are any other topics you would like us to cover in future videos. Thanks again.